Hey guys, welcome to Unlimited Health. Let's check out this video called, it's the next part of Belisarius video, okay? Belisarius series. Let's go, man. There's only 2 more left. And, you know, this is the last second video. And, you know, let's see what happens next, okay? And it's been like Belisarius non-stop winning, okay? This motherfucker doesn't even like worry about anything. He's like a very strong object, and it's almost like he's he doesn't even flinch. It's ridiculous. This dude is the most badass guy I've ever seen, like, in history. I like, everybody was saying Napoleon was a badass. I mean, he is a badass, but you know, he saw some really bad. He's been through some terrible shit, man. But Belisarius over here, he is like not even like. The series is about to end. This motherfucker didn't even flinch a little bit, okay? But it's cool, okay? I love that. That's what I want from my heroes. I love that shit, okay? And I can't wait to see where is this heading, okay? Because he has this extreme loyalty towards his king. And, you know, fucking Justinian, who is the king, is not actually a good guy or anything. If you have a loyalty towards a very godlike person, a very good man or something, like a great person that you work under, and you have a very extreme loyalty to them, everybody can understand that. But Justinian is kind of, I don't know, he is kind of corrupt morally, if you know what I mean. He will do anything to protect his position as a king, man. He will fucking do. He killed one of his own family members who was getting a lot of enormous support from the public, and he was going up against him as a king, and it's like he just fucking killed him. It's like, what the fuck? I don't know about Justinian. He's weird, okay? But let's just watch this. Let's see what happens. Why is he so loyal? And also, like, Justinian is suspects Belisarius every now and then. He doesn't even trust his own. Like, Belisarius just rejected in the previous video. Belisarius rejected you know, the position of a king or an emperor or something like that, just to stay loyal to Justinian. That's crazy, okay? But Justinian is here on the other side, is like suspecting, you know, all doubting Belisarius and all that shit. So I don't know, this loyalty, is it because his belief in God, and because he thinks it's kind of a sin or something? Is that why Belisarius is so extremely loyal to Justinian? I don't know what's gonna happen though. So it's almost like a movie that we're watching. So it's like, let's see what happens next. And sorry for this long ass intro, so let's just get into it. This is gonna be a long reaction, so grab your fucking popcorn, couch, whatever it is. Let's just get into it. 3, 2, 1, let's go, okay? And don't worry, and tonight there's going to be a death battle video, so I'm going to be reacting to that, and I'm also going to be making a mashup on that tomorrow. So please subscribe to both, you know, my backup channel, this channel, and my reaction mashup channel. The reason why I say go backup channel and subscribe there is because a lot of Napoleon videos are over there, okay? So go check it out. The whole series, the whole Napoleonic Wars is over there. So go check it out. All the links are in the description, okay? Let's get into it. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Okay, I only upload once a week, just so you know. But I do upload a lot of videos that one time, so that it could be covered for the rest of the week, okay? So let's just get into it. Let's see, we got the Total War Attila footage. I don't know why he decided to, you know, record game footage for this series, but it looks good. It looks good. So let's just get into it. Easy way to make videos, I guess, but let's get into it. 3, 2, 1, let's go.
540 AD.
Yeah.
Khosrow, Sassanid king of Persia, is invading the Eastern Roman Empire.
All right.
His huge army marches along the banks of the Euphrates River.
Also, I forgot.
Surav.
I forgot to say the name of this video. It's called Belisarius, the Sassanid invasion. So this new group of people called Sassanid look like they have a shitload of, like, a big army, like a tsunami. So let's see what happens. Let's go.
Falls before them. Hierapolis is ransomed for 2,000 pounds of silver.
Okay.
Berea burns.
Huh.
Then, to the horror of all Romans, Khosrow takes Antioch, second city of the empire, the Roman capital of the Near East. The city burns. Soldiers flee. Civilians are massacred.
Oh man! Shit!
Historian Procopius writes, I become dizzy as I write about such a great calamity and transmit it to future times to remember.
Oh man.
I cannot
I like how they think about the future, the past, and the present, because all these events, anybody that has been in this event or is part of the event, or all these crazy events, these wars that I'm talking about, people dying and all of that, everybody will probably think about the future and the present, because these wars affect everything. They will shape the future, literally. So a war is literally like the bigger the war is, the more impactful it is for the future and the present generation. So fuck, and I like how they think, so fuck, let's go.
Understand why it should be God's will to exalt the fortunes of a man or place, and then to obliterate them for no cause that is apparent to us.
Dang.
After years of victories, Justinian's empire is rocked by this devastating onslaught.
Oh man.
The emperor can send only his cousin Germanus and 300 soldiers, with a promise of a great army to follow. But there is no great army.
Oh man.
Roman forces are tied down fighting Justinian's wars in the west.
Oh man.
Instead, he will dispatch his greatest general, Belisarius, and pray for a miracle.
God damn it. But why are you working for Justinian? That dude is kind of weird. I don't know. Can somebody tell me in the comment section, is Justinian somebody you should be in support of? Is it common to be a bad guy as a king back in the day? Because Justinian is like killing people and suspecting Belisarius, who he gives his ultimate loyalty to him, and it's like he's kind of like a bad guy, man. I don't know. Please tell me in the comment section, is Justinian someone you should be supporting? Because Belisarius is completely loyal to him, so I don't know if I guess I should look at it like separate both of them and look at them individually, like I've been looking so far. Because Justinian is not a good guy. Probably Belisarius probably knows that Justinian is kind of bad, or a bad guy, or something like that. But he's only there because his position as a general is to stay loyal to his king or something. And he never wants to ruin that or anything, because it's not just, probably looks at it like it's a sin or something. I don't know. Let's just watch. Let's see what happens. Let's go.
Knowing that the empire is about to be plunged into an even greater catastrophe, unlike anything the world has ever seen before.
Okay, Belisarius Part 5, War and Plague. But that's not the title of this video. It's called the Sassanid Invasion. Kind of like, almost like a spoiler right there with the title, but whatever. Okay, War and Plague Part 5. Let's get into it. Let's go. Let's go.
First, a big thanks to our video sponsor, Endel. Any of us can struggle with stress, getting to sleep, maintaining focus, or even all three. Endel is on a mission to
He's showing Justinian. Oh, like that. What the
use technology to help our bodies and brains adapt to the modern world and its many demands. Their app, informed by neuroscience and powered by AI, creates personalized soundscapes.
This looks like a video game.
Stay focused,
like a mobile game or
something.
Sleep. Okay, whatever.
Endel adapts in real time to your location, weather, and even your heart rate if paired with a smartwatch.
Really?
Simply tap your goal, and Endel takes care of the rest.
Dang.
If you've tried music and audiobooks but find they can often be distracting or intrusive, we can highly recommend Endel's relaxing soporific soundscapes. The first 100 people to download Endel using the link in our video description.
So it's like ASMR but with music and almost like ambient music and stuff. I don't know. Whatever. It looks interesting if you like it, but I don't like that it's all black. I guess it's supposed to be black because I guess you use it when you're sleeping, right? You don't want bright colors up your face or something like that. So whatever.
We'll
go
get
check
a
it
full
out.
week of audio experiences. Thanks again to Entel for sponsoring this video.
Also, like ASMR has turned into literally like almost like porn at this point. Like all the bitches are in there doing ASMR. They all look like fucking, I don't know, Angelina Jolie or something. All the white women are in there doing ASMR, and it's almost like a porn video. You're lusting over them or something like that. It's weird, and they also like try to do some nasty shit like kissing or moaning and shit like that. I've seen some ASMR videos that are like super crazy. Okay, whatever, let's go. Alright, let's go.
Trouble had been brewing on Justinian's eastern frontier for years. The Eastern Roman and Sassanid empires, the two great powers of the Middle East, had signed a treaty of eternal peace just 8 years before.
Oh, 8 years of peace only? Oh, man.
But Khosrow had looked on with growing alarm, as Roman forces, led by Belisarius, had reconquered first North Africa, then Italy.
Yeah. Also, one thing I want to point out is that Europeans used to do a lot of, invasions and taking over and dominating and, just I don't know about that. They shouldn't have done that much. You want to have a war, do it in Europe. I don't know about invading Africa and all of that shit. Some of the stuff like that is what caused a lot of problems. Even now some people suffer from what happened from back then with all the crazy invasions and whatnot. But whatever, let's just go.
Half in jest, Khosrow asks Justinian for his share of the tribute, since these victories are only possible because he's granted the Romans peace.
Ooh.
But the joke is wearing thin. Khosrow receives envoys from the Goths in Italy and the Armenians, who beg him for aid.
Okay.
Justinian, they tell him, has conceived the desire of seizing the entire earth. He will march against the Persians with those he has already enslaved, respecting neither the name of friendship nor any of his sworn promises.
Oh my god.
In 540, Khosrow accuses the Eastern Emperor of paying Huns to raid Persian land and trying to bribe his Arab allies to switch sides.
Dang.
Then he attacks.
Dang. Fuck!
Justinian has stripped the frontier of its best troops to reinforce his army in Italy. There is no Roman force that can stand up to Khosrow's invasion.
Crazy.
Antioch is sacked. Survivors are enslaved and sent to Persia. Khosrow then marches to the coast and symbolically bathes in the waters of the Mediterranean.
Oh man.
He moves on to Apamea, where he demands £1,000 of silver, but lets the priests keep their piece of the true cross. He then fixes the local chariot race, so that Justinian's favourite team, the Blues, lose.
The Blues lose.
Justinian agrees to pay Khosrow £5,000 of gold, with 500 more to be paid annually, in exchange for a truce. Satisfied, Khosrow sets off.
It's almost like he got a permanent employment. 500 annually. Holy shit, that's like pension. What the fuck?
However, he does not let the truce prevent him from extorting several more payments en route. It is the Eastern...
It's almost like he's going around just for money, to grab money from wherever he can. It's kind of funny, but whatever, let's just go.
Roman Empire's greatest military humiliation in 3 centuries.
Shit.
Everyone was talking about Belisarius. He was credited with 2 victories such as never before fallen to the lot of one man. He had brought 2 kings captive to Constantinople, and beyond all expectation, had made Roman spoils of the nations and wealth of Geseric and Theodoric.
Dang.
In the Eastern Roman capital, Belisarius has been welcomed back from Italy as a hero.
Okay.
He and his entourage draw admiring crowds wherever they go.
Yes! Nice!
He does not have long to enjoy his success.
Oh, shit.
In early 541, Justinian sends Belisarius east to take command of Roman forces in Syria and ensure there is no repeat of the previous year's disaster.
Yeah.
Belisarius' wife, Antonina, has accompanied him on previous campaigns to North Africa and Italy and proved herself a valuable advisor and deputy. But
yeah, isn't that crazy that you're a big war general, like a fantastic, legendary personality, better than fucking other kings and shit. You're bigger, more popular than any other king out there. Let's be honest. Belisarius was super popular, and everybody knew him. Everybody was afraid of him. Every enemy was like, had a bad luck. If they ever ended up against Belisarius, they would lose instantly. So Belisarius was so crazy. But then isn't that crazy that such great people would get married and have wives or kids and stuff like that? I mean, if you're a king, you would have a lot of your disciples, all the people that work for you, the warriors, the warlords, and everybody would work for you, work for you, and you would just have time to have wife and kids and spend time with them and whatnot. But Belisarius is himself a general and stuff. He goes on to wars alone with everybody, all his army and everything. But he would go leave his family and go and stuff like that. Isn't that crazy, dude? That back then it was just, people would get married and they would not complain about, because nowadays women are like, hey, you're not visiting me often. I want a divorce. Stupid shit, But back then, like, his wife is all up. She's like, okay, just, Belisarius, do whatever you like, okay? Go, I will actually support you. I will actually join and help you out and stuff like that. Isn't that crazy? But nowadays, it's like one wrong thing and then you get a divorce. That's how bad it is. But I like the fact that his wife is so supportive of him and actually involving herself into all of this shit. It's cool to see, Let's go.
This time, she remains in Constantinople to advise her friend and patron, Empress Theodora. Belisarius gathers all available forces at Dara, site of his great victory 11 years before. He has his own household troops, the elite Bucellari, Ostrogoths who've joined him in Italy, Rome's Sassanid Arab allies, led by Al-Harith, and several thousand Limitani, the empire's frontier troops. Procopius does not tell us the size of these forces, so we can only make educated guesses based
on... So these are all guesses? That's a lot of troops for that time. I mean, 6,000 is a lot, but this motherfucker got, 9,000 already, and then 3,500, 2,400. That's a lot of troops. This dude is a, he could be a very big king. Actually, he got a offer to become like an emperor in the previous video, but this motherfucker decided to not take it and stay loyal to fucking Justinian. Really? Come on, Belisarius, man. Why are you so loyal? Can somebody tell me in the comment section, why is he so loyal to Justinian? Is that like some form of respect or something? That's what I've been asking in the previous video too, so I would like to know though. Like, holy shit.
on circumstantial evidence. Local Roman forces are shaken by the events of the previous year. Belisarius spends several weeks reorganizing these men, re-equipping them, and rebuilding their shattered morale.
Oh man!
When Belisarius learns that Khosrow and the main Persian army are far away in the north, campaigning in Lazica, he decides to go on the offensive and targets the Persian city of Nisibis.
Okay. Wow!
This fortified frontier city is too strong to assault directly, but Belisarius hopes the garrison can be lured out and defeated in battle.
I mean, look at that city. That city looks so big. It also got like a bunch of ground. You can get lost in there. It's so big, dude. And also like the There's a lot of playground over there. You can go around and start playing baseball or something like that. You can start playing fucking soccer. There's so much space in there. It's almost like they decided we need a lot of space, and then they just made a city over it. They took as much land as they could. Man, it looks good too, and the paint or coloring really looks really good. And also like there's a lot of space for the troops to stand up and fight if somebody the enemies come in, put on a ladder and climb up here. You have a lot of space here to battle over here as well. It's not like you're gonna fall off as soon as somebody comes in or anything. It's good. It's not gonna get overcrowded. Good thinking, good architecture. I would like to see some of the real photos of this, if there is out there. Probably not. At this point, it's all ruins, right? So whatever. Let's go.
Allowing his troops to rush into the city, mingled with the retreating enemy.
Huh. Look at how big that thing is.
Belisarius camps 5 miles from Nisibis. Close enough to tempt the Persians to attack, but far enough that they can't easily retreat back to the city. But one Roman commander, Peter, camps far too close. Worse, he ignores Belisarius' warning to be on high alert at noon, when the Persians are...
You do not ignore Belisarius' orders. That motherfucker is like the god of all wars. That motherfucker will win if you follow him, and also like he's gonna win regardless of you, honestly, because that dude is so skilled at war. It's ridiculous. Well, wherever, let's go.
...are most likely to strike. The Persian commander, Nabides, spots this isolated Roman force and attacks.
Oh, shit.
Peter immediately sends a rider to Belisarius calling for aid. But Belisarius and the rest of the army have already seen what's happening and are on their way.
On their way.
Before they can reach Peter, his force is hit by the Persian cavalry.
Shit! And they're coming in horses, which means you're gonna get toppled, fucking get stomped on by the horses, and you better get ready your spear, or you better have spears though. You want to take down horses, you better stick the spears to the ground like this and get, because the swords and shields are not gonna do anything. Let's be honest. Fuck this.
After a brief fight,
And how are you gonna attack some dude on top of a horse? You can only attack his leg or something. You can't reach him. The horses are big as fuck and probably muscular, and also really fat and big horses they use to get into these war type situations, because thin horses are not gonna, unless you want speed, their thin horses are not gonna work out. So I don't know. If your enemy is coming up with horses, you better get ready, man.
His troops scatter. 50 men are killed. A Roman standard is lost.
Oh my god.
When Belisarius...
That's what happens when you ignore Belisarius' orders. You dumbass motherfucker. Really stupid behavior. Enjoy your death. Fuck this.
...arrives with reinforcements, he drives off the Persians, who retreat into the city, leaving behind more than 100 dead.
Oh, shit.
But the loss of a Roman standard in such a pointless skirmish is a bitter blow.
Yeah. Stupid behavior. Why do people act so independently when you're in a group and a life and death situation with the war and everything? Stupid, man. And this is what happens. Fuck this.
Belisarius marches on to the Persian fort at Sassanid. His first attack is repelled. He digs in for a siege, while ordering Al-Harith's Arabs and 1,200 Bukilari to cross the Tigris River and raid deep into Assyria.
Dang. Fuck!
It has been many years since the Romans have raided this far into Persian territory. There is little resistance and much plunder. Sassanid runs out of food and surrenders to Belisarius.
Wow.
But the Roman general has run out of time. His troops are exhausted by the extreme summer heat, and a third are sick. His Limitani wish to return to their homes.
There's problems in every fucking season, it feels like. You know, when it's a winter season, they're freezing to death. When it's summer, the summer heat is almost killing them. It's ridiculous. Some of these wars, because you're fighting in like, you know, in a war, right? So the weather really affects your mental state and probably even hurts, you know, just the way the battle is going on. It just fucks up the whole battle. Yeah, the weather plays a lot of, you know, important role in how the war goes. Not like crazy, like impacts all the war or anything like that, but it does play a part in how the war is, you know, and all the troops are feeling and whatnot. So my sympathies, like, really.
Now threatened by the start of the Arab raiding season. While Al-Harith and his men have gone AWOL. It later emerges they've ridden straight home to avoid sharing their loot with the Romans. Belisarius, having achieved as much as he can with his limited force, withdraws back into Roman territory.
Okay. Belisarius is very careful. He knows what to do. Let's not get carried away. We got enough. Let's just go back. Okay, that's what he did. And that motherfucker just kept running with all the loot because he doesn't want Romans to take all of that. So, all right. You know, you should not be you know, confused and not knowing what to do. You should be very perfect in what you do. Every move counts in war. Like, seriously. Dang.
At the opening of spring, Khosrow, son of Kavad, for the third time began an invasion into the land of the Romans with a large army, keeping the Euphrates River on the right. The Emperor Justinian, upon learning of the inroad of the Persians, sent Belisarius against them once more.
Oh man, it's like Justinian has only one card, one ace card, and it's Belisarius. He only uses that because it's almost like, I don't want to say this, but it's almost like he's a loser or something. I don't know. Please tell me, is Justinian a good guy? Should I be okay? Because I think he's a bad guy, man. I don't know. We'll see. Please tell me in the comment section, though. Let's see what happens with Justinian. What did he do, and what happened to Belisarius? Let's see.
542 AD. Belisarius spends the winter in Constantinople. But in early spring, news arrives that Khosrow is preparing to invade again. Belisarius races back to the Eastern Front, using horses of the famous Cursus Publicus, the Roman postal service, with fresh remounts at every stage. A journey that normally takes a month can be completed in around 8 days.
Wow! They must be really well fed and fuck, man. And also, like, he crosses a vast lands to get to places, like, and it takes like months or weeks to get there and stuff like that. It's crazy, bro. These people used to struggle a lot back in 500 AD. Like, some of these people and their hard work kind of makes me feel like a loser, because they do so crazy stuff. We're all losers, let's be honest, okay? Because these people are working so hard during the time of non-technology and, you know, just a normal life, you know, worse life too, and they're working so hard to win these wars and stuff like that. But now we're all lazy and stupid, so, you know, we can look at all this and learn from this. I'm just saying, you know.
Local commanders warn that Khosrow is approaching with the biggest army yet. They want to hole up in Hierapolis and hide behind its strong walls.
Strong walls!
Belisarius has a different plan.
Okay.
If Khosrow were attacking any other people but Romans, this plan of yours would be safe and sensible. But as immediately after leaving here, this barbarian plans to fall upon some other territory of the Emperor, be assured that to die bravely would be better in every way than to be saved without a fight.
Yeah. Yeah, and also, like, in the previous video, somebody said, you know, that was a Napoleon video where they said, I said that the Russians escaped and let so many people die and not give any conclusion to the war. And they were like, a lot of people in the comment section were telling me that the Russians did escape, and that's a good thing, you know, and it's brave or something like that. For me, if you conduct a war and then you leave in the middle of it, making all the lives that have lost meaningless and without any conclusion, because you want your, you know, I mean, people sacrifice for their nation, their lives for their nation in these wars, okay? All these troops have families, okay? And it's like they sacrifice, and, you know, and you're telling me that their sacrifice has been useless because you decided to escape. The enemy decided to escape in the middle of the fight, you know? And that's what I said, because you didn't finish the war. This whole sacrifice of people have been useless, and it's almost humiliating. That's what I said. But the comment section, everybody was like, hey, the Russians escaped, that's a good thing, or something like that. So it's like, what the fuck, man? But whatever, that's what I was getting at, though. But it's the same thing, you know. Over here, this, what Belisarius is saying makes sense, you know. Be assured that to die bravely would be better in every way than to be saved without a fight. Imagine you being trained to become a troop, and you want to be a troop. You want to fight for Belisarius. You want to be everything, you know. And then, you know, you get saved without even fighting. That's humiliating to yourself. You have to fight. Even if you die, it won't matter, because you're ready to sacrifice, but you get saved by some other person, and now you didn't even fight, and now you feel like total humiliation, you know. That's I completely understand this sentence. Like this is like how it used to be back then, you know what I mean? Even during the World War I, people used to apparently commit suicides in their suburban homes, in their family homes and stuff like that, because they didn't go and join World War I to protect their nation and, you know, sacrifice for their nation as young men, you know what I mean? So I completely understand how, you know, the people of those times were. And that's what I was getting at in that Napoleon video. Okay, but let's just go. I'm talking too much. Let's get into it.
For this would justly be called not salvation, but treason. So come as quickly as possible to Europos, where, after collecting the whole army, I hope to deal with the enemy as God permits.
Yeah! Let's go! Yeah.
Khosrow is counting on another lucrative plundering expedition. This time he plans to raid Palestine and pillage Jerusalem. But when he hears Belisarius himself has arrived and is gathering a Roman army at Europos, he hesitates.
Okay.
He sends an envoy, Abandanes, to meet Belisarius on the pretext of reopening negotiations, but really to gauge his strength. For almost the first time in 10 years, Procopius is not at Belisarius' side. He has remained in Constantinople.
Oh, man.
In fact, his days of campaigning with the great Roman general are over. Nonetheless, he provides a detailed description of what follows. Belisarius meets Khosrow's envoy far from the Roman camp, surrounded by an imposing number of his most fearsome warriors, including Thracians, Illyrians, Goths, and Vandals.
Wow, that's a
They
lot.
have been handpicked to make an impression. All are tall, strongly built men, armed to the teeth, and seem completely unconcerned by the arrival of a Persian envoy.
Yeah.
Belisarius himself speaks in a carefree manner. This course that Khosrow...
It's almost like, who are they? I don't give a fuck. I'm here. Come over. Let's just fight. To the whole army, the whole enemy, you know. They don't give a fuck. They're so strong and they're so confident. It's like, to be a leader to such strong and confident men, and for them to respect you, that's like such a legendary position you're in. I mean, that's a lot. For them to look at you in a high standard, higher than them, is like, wow, man, you achieved the epic range of how a man could be, how a man could get the most alpha status. You know what I mean? That's Fantastic, man. And this is Belisarius. I mean, this dude must be the most toughest, the most badass motherfucker ever. Holy shit, of those times. Like, holy shit. Probably even now. Probably now he's probably the most alpha motherfucker ever. Like, seriously.
Chosen.
Jeez.
It's not how men usually behave. If other men have a dispute with their neighbor, they first try to negotiate with him, and only go to war if they do not receive satisfaction.
Yeah.
But he first comes into the midst of the Romans, and then makes suggestions about peace.
Yes.
With that,
Good
Belisarius
morals.
dismisses the envoy.
Good. We should first negotiate. Let's be civil. Let's be Let's be humans. And then, if you don't like it, let's have a war. Let's have a war with a formal understanding. And then we're gonna bash each other's skulls. Okay? That's how you do it. That's how you be a man. Okay? Cool stuff. I like it.
The envoy returns to Khosrow and urges the king to avoid battle at all costs.
Yeah.
The enemy are not like any men he's seen before. They are formidable and disciplined. Their commander is wise and imposing. The king should withdraw as soon as possible.
Cool.
Khosrow takes his advice. The Persian army crosses the Euphrates and marches home.
Okay, good.
Belisarius.
Now that's a very good person. Like, that's a very good king. He's going back. That's cool. It's not like he's, hey, I want a war no matter what. What the fuck? Come on. What do you mean? Are you a pussy? What the fuck? What are you doing? No, it's a mutual understanding. It's respectful understanding. Now he's leaving. Good job. And probably it's not like he's weak or anything either. He's ready when things need to be. Okay, let's go.
Appears to have bluffed
When things get serious, let's go.
a stronger enemy into retreat and saved huge swathes of the empire from plunder and pillage.
Good.
According
Good.
to Procopius, the Romans praised Belisarius.
Yeah.
He seemed to have achieved greater glory in their eyes by this feat than when he brought Gelimer or Vitiges captive to Constantinople.
Damn, son.
In truth, it was an achievement of great importance and deserving great praise,
Dang.
at a time when all the Romans were hiding in terror behind their defenses. Belisarius and his Bucalari, putting on a show that is so intimidating and deceptive that the Persian king abandons his campaign.
Oh,
It's a famous and memorable scene.
very so badass. You don't get into a fight unless you need to. And you're better than, you're fucking badass. And there's a confidence in whatever decision you make. And the enemy is like, okay, man, this man is serious. Let's meet when when things allow us to do. Okay, and even the enemy is like respecting his decision. That's like so badass. Anybody would be inspired by this. This is amazing, fantastic.
But did it ever happen?
Really?
Many historians believe that something even more terrifying caused Khosrow's rapid withdrawal.
Really?
He'd discovered the empire was riddled with plague.
Whoa! Telling me like fucking Black Plague or something with the rats? I've seen so many, people starving and eating rats and all of these, crazy political videos. Even in Napoleonic Wars, people were eating rats and shit like that. Holy shit. So whatever.
During these times, there was a pestilence which came close to wiping out the whole of mankind.
Really?
Now, in the case of all other scourges sent from heaven, some explanation or cause might be given by daring men. But for this calamity, it is quite impossible either to express in words or to conceive in thought any explanation, except indeed to refer it to God.
Oh, man. Okay.
The 6th century world is full of strange and mysterious phenomena. Sometimes even a highly educated man like Procopius can only record his observations and trust in God.
Yeah.
Of the year 536, he wrote,
It's almost like God played a huge role during those times. Nowadays it's all technology, and it's almost like we can take care of ourselves on our own, and it's almost like we don't need God. And people do act like they don't need God nowadays, and not that much of strong of a faith. Back then, anything can happen. God played a lot. Fate played a huge role into everything, and you know, the strongest of people, the people with the most power, couldn't do most things. You know what I mean? So, yeah, and but back then it was so good too. It was so nice. You know what I mean? It was all, you know, very very spiritual. And everybody believed in God in some way or form. Even if they were like non-believers, they would follow God in some way or form, you know. But nowadays they're like outspoken. I am atheist, motherfucker. I don't believe in God. There's some bearded guy in the clouds. Some noodle monster in the clouds. I don't believe in that. Nowadays people are so arrogant or ignorant and shit like that. But whatever. Back then, God was very important. I wish we followed God into whatever we did in order to progress in society. You know what I mean? But I guess human beings ditched God in order to progress, I guess. I don't know. Whatever. Let's go. Yeah.
It came about during this year that a most dread portent took place. The whole year, the sun gave forth its light without brightness, like the moon.
Wow.
And it seemed much like an eclipse, for its beams were not clear, nor like those it usually makes. From the time when this thing happened, men were free neither from war, nor pestilence, nor any other thing that brings death.
Dang. And you probably would die like a fucking cockroach, like randomly, for no reason. And the people around you, your own family, would not understand why you died, because it could be anything, you know, black plague, fucking cholera, or, you know, tuberculosis, or anything, you know. It's like back then death was so sudden and so unexpected, and people weren't really that surprised, you know. But nowadays, if somebody died, then everybody's crying, you know what I mean? It sucks. I know that back then it was so difficult, but something tells me that it was much more human-like, right? Because no technology and fucking TikTok with stupid motherfuckers dancing in there or anything like that. So that was, back then was good, at least my opinion. But it was also equally dangerous, so whatever, let's go.
Experts now believe Procopius was observing the atmospheric aftermath of a massive volcanic eruption. In fact, a cluster of volcanic activity around this date would help to trigger what's become known as the Late Antique Little Ice Age.
Really?
Its impact is impossible to measure, but it may have contributed to food shortages and worsened the famine that Procopius witnessed in Italy. Such shortages made the population weaker and more vulnerable to what came next.
Dang.
It originated among the Egyptians who live in Pelusium. From there it branched out in two directions. The first moving to Alexandria and then the rest of Egypt. The second coming to the Palestinians who live by the border of Egypt.
Wow.
Plague is first recorded in the Nile Delta in 541. It spreads across Egypt and into coastal Palestine. In spring 542, it reaches the imperial capital, Constantinople. It spreads rapidly across the empire. In 543, plague reaches Persian-ruled Armenia. And
It's almost like these lands are fucking decaying or something. It's probably even kind of mixed up in the waters here. I don't know. That is fucking deadly. You better run back to the fucking land somewhere else, beautiful areas somewhere, you know, because you stay in these edges, you fucking die. It's crazy, man. Look at this.
the kingdom of the Franks. Recently, plague victims have even been identified in Anglo-Saxon England.
Wow! Recently?
Procopius is in Constantinople when the plague strikes with full, terrifying force.
Oh, man.
They fell ill in the following way. Suddenly they...
So you're telling me that that whole exchange between the enemy and Belisarius didn't really happen, and this is the result? This is what exactly happened with the plague and stuff? I mean, if this is recorded in the history, then that means this is exactly what happened, and not just and probably the exchange between the enemy and Belisarius also happened, but because of this plague, it just made the enemy want to leave just because of this plague, you know what I mean? Even quicker than because even if he got the chance, he would be very careful, and he probably wouldn't be invading or anything like that. So yeah, this plague looks serious. Fuck.
Became feverish. Some of them when they rose from sleep, others while they walked about or doing any small thing. The body did not change colour or become warm like a regular fever, nor did it burn up. Rather, at first, the fever was so mild that it gave no cause for alarm, either to victims or the doctors who treated them.
Oh, shit.
But then on the same day or the next, a bubonic swelling appeared.
Oh, man.
This happened around the groin, also inside the armpit, sometimes by the ears or the thigh.
Oh, shit. So it appears in the most, closed regions of your body. That's fucking nasty. In the armpits and groin. Really? That's in between the ears and shit. Oh, my God. Dang.
Some victims, Procopius writes, fall into a coma-like state, unable to feed or care for themselves.
Fuck.
Others are seized by madness, shouting wildly and running into the streets.
Do we have a name for this plague? Can somebody tell me in the comment section what plague is this? Because I feel like in the future there's gonna be this one disease, like we already have this coronavirus but then all you had to be was healthy and it would just go away, or take some I don't know. They've been saying some kind of ivermectin and stuff like that, but it probably works and stuff like that. So yeah, we thought COVID was deadly. The most deadliest disease is the one that you can't even notice exists in you. And that's what happened to these people. So I would like to know the name, So they didn't even know these people were diseased. I mean, like had a disease in them and stuff like that. And it's like they gone mad or gone into coma, developing fucking like R-rated movies with the fucking blobs on skin, stuff like that. I don't know, man. Wow, this is fucking crazy. This is actually creepy as fuck. And like the music too in the back, so let's go.
Some died immediately,
man.
Others after many days. In some cases, the body blossomed.
Something to do with the way the body is that makes it, if you're unhealthy like COVID, then you probably get affected and probably die immediately. And if you're healthy or like you have like six-pack abs and you're healthy, you probably survive for many days and then die. I don't know.
With dark pustules about the size of a lentil. These people did not survive a single day.
Oh, shit.
They all died immediately.
Oh, dark.
Many others suddenly
pustules
began to vomit blood and perished immediately.
Is this like fucking Ebola or something? What the fuck?
I must also state that the most eminent doctors predicted that many would die, who shortly afterwards were unexpectedly free of all sickness.
What?
They also claimed that many would survive, who were destined to perish almost immediately. Thus there was no cause behind this disease that any human reason could grasp.
So this mysterious disease, if we don't really have a name for this, it might return someday. And this disease could have come and gone, and we might not even know that this shit happened or existed back in the day, So, it's all fucked up. And the people that record this, write manuscripts or something, recording about these diseases and all of that, even they could have died. You know what I mean? So, the fact that we even know that there was this disease back then, it's like fucking shocking to me. Holy shit.
Or in all cases, the outcome made little sense.
Man.
DNA analysis of human remains from this and later pandemics has identified the cause of this terrifying disease.
What is that?
A deadly bacterium called Yersinia pestis. Procopius is at the center of the world's first bubonic plague pandemic.
Oh man, look at that thing.
The second, 8 centuries later.
They look like eggs, very like a small microscopic eggs. Holy shit.
is known as the Black Death.
The Black Death, holy shit!
The peak.
So that's what that is? Oh my god, Black Death, holy shit. You know, but if this was a mysterious disease that we didn't know, if we didn't know that it was Black Death, then we would be afraid for the rest of our lives, for generations to come, because we don't know where this thing originated from. But we do know. We have a name for this. Holy shit. I'm so thankful to God. Oh my God.
Pandemic lasts 3 months. On the very worst days, the death toll in Constantinople alone may be as high as 10,000.
Oh man, that's like fucking fucking 40% of a society. 10,000 is a lot, because population back then was like what, 30,000 or 40,000 or something, depending on the city or country or whatever. But 10,000 is a lot of people. That's a lot of troops for Belisarius. Jeez.
Between a third and half the city's population perish. Entire households are wiped out. The city's graveyards overflow, and corpses are crammed into city watchtowers.
Oh man.
It was not easy in those times to see anyone out and about, for all were holed up in their homes.
Oh man.
If you happened to chance upon someone going out, he was carrying one of the dead.
Oh.
All work came to a standstill.
Oh my God.
The plague hits the empire's...
Kind of reminds me of the COVID times when nobody would be out there, when the COVID was like, affecting everybody. Nobody. The streets were all empty, and the streets would start growing fucking grass and all of that, and some random rare animals would show up, and the fucking oceans and lakes were all getting cleared up and start looking beautiful and blue in color. It's almost like we are the fucking plague, but I don't know, we gotta take some precautions after that, and we gotta save this world in some way or form, not like crazy climate change babble or anything. I'm just saying, we gotta save nature in many ways. Just saying,
Great cities hardest. But the pestilence also reaches deep into the countryside.
Wow.
Then Emperor Justinian himself falls sick.
Shit. Is he gonna bring Belisarius for that, to defeat the disease? He uses Belisarius for everything. Holy shit.
News soon reaches the army in Syria. There are even rumors that the emperor is already dead. Belisarius and his generals discuss the situation, but we have no reliable information on what is said or by whom. Justinian has no children. The succession will be an uncertain and dangerous time. Their own role may be decisive. They may even discuss who among them is best placed to succeed the emperor. Unexpectedly, Justinian makes a full recovery. But Empress Theodora has learned of the generals' meeting in Syria. Her informers tell her that Belisarius and another general, Buzes, had said they would not support any new emperor proclaimed in Constantinople. Theodora regards these words as treason, a clear sign they will turn against her if her husband should die.
Oh shit! Oh my God!
Belisarius and Buzes are summoned to Constantinople for questioning. Theodora cannot prove their treason, but both men experience a sudden, dramatic fall from favor. Procopius claims that Buzes spends more than 2 years in a secret prison.
Really?
Belisarius, the emperor's most successful general, escapes imprisonment, but his disgrace is total. He is dismissed from command and loses much of his fortune. His famed Bucellari are split up and distributed amongst other commanders.
Come on. This is why I hate Justinian and his fucking wife. I hate both those idiots. They don't deserve Belisarius at all, man. I've been seeing them from the beginning of the series. Especially Justinian is like a fucking bitch. I'm sorry, but he acts like a piece of shit. And he doesn't even value the fact that he's Belisarius is the most successful generals ever, and he doesn't even value him. It's like he uses him for everything. It's fuck Justinian. I'm sorry. Fuck him.
Belisarius lives in Constantinople as a private citizen for more than a year. While abroad, Justinian's empire slides towards crisis. The plague has killed a multitude of Roman citizens and soldiers, and severely disrupted government, trade, and taxation. In Armenia, a Roman offensive ends in humiliating defeat. In North Africa, Berber rebels defeat the Romans and kill Solomon, the governor. While in Italy, the Ostrogoths have rallied under a new king, Totila, retaken most of Belisarius' gains, and again threatened.
This is the biggest L Belisarius has taken so far, and I'm fucking shocked. What the fuck is happening? Belisarius, what? I blame Justinian for this, because Belisarius was in command. This shit would not even like form in the form of thoughts in the enemies. Like, seriously.
Rome itself. Justinian is desperate for a general who can take command in Italy and turn the tide.
You'll never find anyone better than Belisarius. You'll never find. And good luck. Fuck you. Good luck, you bitch.
Of war.
Fuck you. You're gonna make Belisarius a legend into a private citizen. Really, motherfucker? He's just a random dude. Like, really? You're gonna insult him? You're gonna take away all his fortune, split apart his bucalari, and just kick him out? You shameless piece of shit. I'm sorry, I'm angry at Justinian. I don't like that guy. I've not liked that guy since the beginning, man. He's weird, okay? He's like Commodus from, the Gladiator movie. He's like that. He's fucking weird, man. He will kill his own family to protect his position. He's a piece of shit. And his wife is even worse. Fuck both of them. Fuck them.
44 AD.
And I don't know why Belisarius is so loyal to Justinian. I don't get it, man. Really, Belisarius, your biggest weakness is your loyalty to Justinian. So far, from what I've seen. Fuck this.
Belisarius is recalled from disgrace.
Oh!
Given back his old command in Italy.
Oh shit!
But the emperor has no troops to spare, and Belisarius' bucalari are still in the east.
Oh, we need
This
that.
time he will have only 4,000 recruits that he must hire and equip himself to reinforce the demoralized army in Italy.
You destroyed his army and you just make him redo it again. Fuck you, Justinian. What the fuck?
And in Totila, he faces a far more dangerous adversary than before.
Oh.
He is poorly resourced and has been ungratefully treated by his emperor.
Oh, man.
But Belisarius loyally marches to war again.
Yeah!
In what will prove his final campaign.
His final campaign! Yes!
Big thanks to Legendarian for providing our Total War Attila gameplay footage.
Can't wait for the next
Check
one.
out his own YouTube channel
Can't
for
wait for
more
the next
videos
part.
on
The
the
final
military
part.
history of late antiquity. Thank you also to Professor David Parnell of Indiana University Northwest, our series consultant.
Oh.
You can follow David on Twitter at ByzantineProf or via the link in our video description. And thank you, of course, to all the Epic History TV Patreon supporters who make this channel
Go support
possible.
him on Patreon. He deserves it. This epic content, man. Alright, the next part will start. This is a playlist, so we're gonna, we're gonna watch it, the next part the next week on the same day today. Okay, but wow, man, what a crazy ass video. This is probably the most like Belisarius has taken the biggest L so far in this, because I've not seen him take not even like a small feather of a L in any video, but this one he really took a big L, but he came back and he's stronger than ever. Okay, he's a badass and he's gonna do it, and there's only one more final campaign of his, and we'll see what happens, and I hope nothing happens to him. I feel like all these legends, they die. They always get shot. get shot like Abraham Lincoln gets shot by some asshole. You know, Mahatma Gandhi from my India gets shot by another dude. Some other crazy shit happens to great people. So I hope nothing happens to Belisarius, and I hope he did survive and, you know, become a real, like stood his ground as a legend. You know, he would be a legend regardless. Okay, he's a legend. You know, I've not seen a successful personality like this from history ever. Like even Napoleon doesn't come close to Belisarius. This dude is he's Arnold Schwarzenegger of his action movies. That's how he is. He's unstoppable. He's a badass. But for the first time in his life, I feel like in this video, for the first time in his life, he took a L. Okay. His Bukalari, everybody, his whole life, his fortunes have been ruined, taken, and you know, completely ruined his career and whatnot. You know, but he's back. He was given a chance, and now he's gonna have a final campaign. So stay tuned for that. Please subscribe to this channel. It's my main channel. This is where I upload like once a week, because I got a copyright strike on my backup channel, and I don't want to do any reactions anymore. But I do because people do watch my videos, so that's why I do it. Okay, and this is probably the longest reaction of this whole series. It's 1 hour now. Okay, so if you like this reaction, please make sure to grab a popcorn, just sit down and watch me. Okay, watch it with your family. You know, sit down, grab a couch, grab popcorn, everything that you love, and enjoy my reactions. If you like this reaction, please make sure to subscribe to this channel, and also like go check out my backup channel where Napoleon series is. I got a lot of views for that, so go check it out. And you know, a lot of Napoleon stuff is there. And please subscribe to both my channels, show me support. And if you have any videos, any other series, please tell me. I will definitely watch it. Okay, and also like the Crusade series that I'm reacting to today is like the final part of it is there, so I'm gonna react to that. And then I'm gonna go into Epic History TV's 2-part video about Crusades. They made one. Somebody told me in the comment section. I searched up. It's there. So I'm gonna react to that after the Crusades series that I'm reacting to now. Okay, so please stay tuned. There's gonna be a lot of videos today. Like I promised, I only upload once a week, but I upload a lot of videos so that you can be covered for the rest of the week. Okay, so please don't be discouraged into not subscribing to me, thinking that this guy only uploads once a week. Who's gonna wait a whole week for this guy to upload? Don't worry. Okay, I'm gonna upload so many videos every once a week that you will be covered for the rest of the week. It's almost like I'm uploading every day. So please subscribe to both my channels, show me support. All the links are in the description. Go check out my reaction mashup channel if you want. I do a lot of reaction mashups over there as well. And yeah, that's it for this reaction. Please make sure to subscribe to both my channels, and I'll see you guys in the final part of this series. Can't wait. I'm so excited for that. The next week, it's gonna be a blast. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens in the final campaign. Oh my god, I can't wait for that. And fuck Justinian. I'm sorry. I probably shouldn't say that or something like that because of Belisarius and his loyalty to him. For some reason, so loyal to him for some reason. But whatever, okay? Fuck Justinian and his fucking wife. I don't care. Fuck all of them, okay? So please make sure to subscribe to both my channels. And I'll see you guys in the next week with the final campaign. Stay tuned, please, okay? I'll see you guys later. Please subscribe, please, okay? I'll see you guys later. Goodbye. All right.